Happy New Year, everyone! My first vlog of 2021. Sorry I've been a little MIA. I was home with my husband for the past couple of weeks, so I haven't posted anything since my I can't talk today, concert on December 19th. So just to fill you in on what's been going on, quarantine was crazy. Finally made it through that, made it home. Spent a wonderful 10 days with my husband, and it just flew by. I really miss him so much already. I got back into New York yesterday. I was on a train from Pennsylvania to here. It was an 8-hour trip, but it's always great. I slept on the train, and I just kind of relaxed on my way here and moved in back into my dorm last night. I went and got a COVID test today so that I can test out of quarantine since I just traveled from Pennsylvania to here. So went and got that done, and now I'm quarantining until I get my results, which should be soon, hopefully. I really didn't do much. I was incredibly lazy with my husband. I enjoy video games. It's one of my favorite hobbies. So I did finally get to play The Last of Us 2. A lot of people said they hated it. I actually adored it. I loved the game, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't had the opportunity to play yet, but I thought it was great. And I loved the character development that was there. So that was really fun. And then my husband and I played through Resident Evil 5, which is like a zombie shoot 'em up game. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. I cooked a big meal for us Christmas Day. We had roast chicken and vegetables and roast potatoes. It was delicious. And then we went back to being lazy and doing nothing. We opened gifts with my family on camera. We did it that way because it was just me and my husband this year. We did end up traveling to Chambersburg. After we quarantined a full 10 days, we traveled over to Chambersburg to visit his grandma and pap, and that was really nice. And then we went and visited his father really quickly, and then went straight back home. So we didn't travel very much. We didn't really go anywhere or do anything. New Year's Eve, we just played video games. And we called my parents right around midnight and his family right around midnight, and wished everyone a Happy New Year. My hair looks crazy today. It's raining. I had to walk in the rain to go get my COVID test, and it was not fun. I was sopping wet. I don't know if you can tell, but my jacket is hanging behind me. Sopping wet. Beautifully sopping wet. So that was fun. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, we spent New Year's Eve, just us. We didn't go party with anybody or do anything like that. New Year's Day, we slept in. I made a huge pork loin, and we don't like sauerkraut. And like in Pennsylvania, sauerkraut and pork is like good luck for the new year. And down south, Hoppin' John's is what we eat. So I didn't have the stuff to make Hoppin' John's, and we hated sauerkraut. So we went with the pork tenderloin this year and made some vegetables, and I fried up some potatoes to go with it, and biscuits. Wop biscuits. For those of you who don't know what a Wop biscuit is, it's canned biscuits, and you peel off the paper and you whop them on the counter to open them up. That's what we always called them in my family. So we did that, and I'm here today. I did DoorDash for the first time yesterday, which was interesting. The way the dorm is, we have security at the door. So like if you have an order, they bring it to the door. And normally, you would just go downstairs and pick it up. But because I'm in quarantine since I just got back into the state, I had to have someone come deliver it to me, and I felt so bad because the guy, the DoorDasher, he was incredibly sweet. He calls me and he's like, I can't get into the building. And I'm like, there's a buzzer on the side of the door. And he's like, I don't see a button. So I had to call down to the front desk so they could let this guy in. And then they were like, he hasn't even rung the buzzer yet. And they were like frustrated with me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm just hungry and I don't feel like cooking. So I end up waiting and I'm like, okay, they figured it out. I'm waiting on my food to get here. And like 15-20 minutes goes by. And I'm like, where is my food? I call down again and I'm like, I'm so sorry to bother you again. I know I've already called, but where's my food? And she's like, I hung it on your door, 202, right? And I'm like, oh, no, that's not my room number. So I had to wait for her to run back upstairs and hope and pray that the person in that room did not steal my food. Which wouldn't have been stealing. They could have just, free delivery. But man, I was like, all I want is a Five Guys burger and some french fries. It was like this whole fiasco. So I was like so embarrassed about it. Trying to get my food yesterday. So I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to DoorDash again. So I went and, went and got my COVID test today, and I stopped real quick at Rite Aid to grab a gallon of milk so I could have some cereal. Cause the whole quarantine thing it's really sucky because I had 2 duffel bags and a backpack. So I was like, there's no way I can go grocery shopping, and to have things delivered can be expensive, and I don't like having things delivered because I'm a very capable person, and I prefer to go do my shopping in Chinatown anyway because it's so much cheaper. So I'm gonna have to make do with what I've got for this whole week until I can get to Chinatown like next Sunday, and I'm hoping that the weather is nice, at least dry, so when I get all the way to Chinatown, it's not like some big fiasco again. It's just, oh man, it has been real fun. I try very, very hard to be understanding of the whole COVID mess and not to let it get to me and to be an adult about it. And, oh man, it's just getting to me through quarantine, and like, I didn't leave my house but once to go to Walmart, and then we went and visited family. So twice. I left my house the whole time I was home with my husband, which I'm not complaining. It was wonderful to be home and sleep in my own bed. That was great. But like, all of my friends happen to work in the healthcare industry, and they are directly working with COVID cases, and so I couldn't visit any of my friends, which really sucked because I really miss my friends. And I didn't get to work over Christmas break like I had planned because COVID has gotten so bad at the nursing home. So I called my boss. I felt so bad, but with me having to travel back and forth, I just couldn't take that risk. And the numbers have been so high, and it's been so much. So I had to make a tough decision there. It was weird not spending Christmas with my family this year. Like, at all. Usually, when we can't spend Christmas together, we try to do Christmas around New Year's, or vice versa. So we try to get together, and this is the first year ever that I wasn't able to be with my mom and dad and all them. And I terribly missed my family. So that's tough. I haven't seen my mom and dad or any of them. Well, I've seen Heather, my sister, my youngest sister, recently, but I haven't seen the rest of them since May of this year. Yeah, it had been the end of May when they moved back to South Carolina. So it's been a while since I've seen them in person, and that it sucks so much. Someone is warming up in their room and killing it as always. But yeah, I'm very, very sad today. I'm trying not to be, and like, I don't want this to be like, oh, poor pitiful me kind of thing. Like, that's not what I want at all. But like, I miss my husband a lot, and like being home with our dogs and our cats and everything, you know, it was just so nice to be together again. And it was so hard to leave, and like the both of us just trying to be strong through it. And you know, I'm still passionate. I'm so passionate about what I want to do here. It's just very difficult when you're married to be apart, and to purposefully make that choice to be apart is so difficult. So pushing through all of that today has been fun, and I know everything will get better. We talk constantly. He's texted me and things like that, and he wrote me the sweetest letter that I found in my pocket of my jacket when I got on the train, and because my husband is just adorable. So it's just going through all of those things, and you know, it's just hard. It's so hard, and I'm grateful to be here. I'm so grateful that through everything that's going on in the world right now, that I'm still able to be here in New York, and I'm able to take these classes from these amazing instructors. And it's just, I just want to be with my husband. Like, I just want to put him in my pocket and like take him everywhere with me. So that's been what's been going on with me the past couple of weeks. Classes start again bright and early tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm wishing all of you a very beautiful 2021. I know a lot of people are like wanting to blame it on 2020, like 2020 was a terrible year and blah blah blah. But just because the New Year's come, I don't think it's gonna necessarily like be some magic wand and fix everything. But what I want you to think about, what I want for all of us this year, I want us to focus on perspective, and healthy perspective. Like, it's okay to say when things are just crap. But I also want us to not dwell. I want us to focus on the goodness in our lives, even if it's small, even if it's as small as I got up and I brushed my teeth today. Or if it's something as big as I taught myself something new, or, you know, I slept a full 8 hours last night. Whatever it is, my goal for this year is to focus on every victory as if it's a big victory, as if it's a big deal. Because I feel like I got so stuck in like depression land and loneliness and all that with the whole isolation thing. And every failure seemed so big. So I want to take it and flip that. So instead of my failures being big, I want my victories to be big. So I slept. I didn't go to bed till late, but I slept. I had the opportunity to sleep in today. And I got up and I brushed my teeth and I washed my face. I went and got a COVID test, and I came back and I worked on my videos for my channel, my vlog that I'm doing now, and I also got the devotional done. It's rendering now, so I can upload it soon. But like, I want to focus on those things. I want to focus on, you know, you're doing things, you're doing well, and not to be so hard on myself this year. Like, I don't want this to be like the whole new year, new me thing. Like, I'm still me. I'm Ranita. I am dorky and nerdy, and I fail, and I cry all the time, and I miss my family because I'm human. And that's exactly what I want for us this year, to just be human and to allow ourselves to feel and to be strong about it, and not to dwell. But it's okay if you're having a bad day, but celebrate even when it's something small. even if it's minuscule in the grand scheme of things, you did it. You got up, you made it happen. And that's the mindset I want for each of us this year. Just to celebrate the small and big things. To make everything a victory. And whoever you are singing down the hall, you're amazing. Amazing. I think it might be one of my friends. I think I might know who it is, but I'm not sure. But on that note, thanks for listening to me ramble once again. I appreciate you being here, and I really truly wish you the happiest year. And I can't wait to see your successes and see your victories, no matter how big or small. I'll see you in the next video.